Hi everyone, welcome. I'm MisterBo, and today we've got a couple of things to talk about. Firstly, one thing which is been and gone, which is the super engine in online races. Secondly, Beenox have done some adjusting to Warp Orbs and N Tropys Clocks. And then finally, the Nitro Fill Up bar is now in the game, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago. We weren't sure if they were actually going to implement it. They have, and we'll get into all of that. Now, the usual housekeeping before we get into that, we have 2 weeks left for the giveaway, so if you want a chance to win a Crash Bandicoot Funko Pop ride, all you need to do is click the link in the description below. Also, if you want to go hang out with me and a bunch of other people, I've got a new Discord server where you can talk about Crash, games, movies, whatever you want to talk about. You can find other people there to talk about that thing with. So if you want to go and join, again, the link for that is in the description below. Of course, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to click the like button. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe for more gaming content and coverage. And if you do, also tap that bell icon so you're notified when my future uploads go live. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, as they say. Firstly, the super engine. So it's been and it's gone. So the super engine was added into the game on Friday. Now, it was added in before Beenox had officially confirmed it was being added in, so a lot of people thought there was some sort of bug or glitch that they could get the super engine in an online race, but no, it was intentional and it was for a limited time. So this is what Beenox had to say on their blog post. Starting today and lasting until the end of this weekend, you will see a new power-up in online multiplayer races. The super engine gives players a speed boost for a limited amount of time and is a great way for players falling behind to get back in the race. The super engine has always existed in battle modes, but this weekend it's being introduced to online races for the first time. It's something Beenox is testing out, so let us know how you feel about it in the social comments and on the game boards to see if it's something that should be added to permanent power-up rotation. Now, when playing the game myself, I managed to get it probably 2 or 3 times, not that often to be honest, and did it make a difference to me? Well, to be honest, not really. When I got it, I was in like 3rd place, and the other 2 people had blue flames zooming on. The addition of the super engine didn't really benefit me in any way. Now, I believe the super engine in multiplayer didn't actually boost you up to blue flames. It kind of stopped just before blue flames, so I assume that is Sapphire. I'm probably getting the terms mixed up here, but it didn't give you blue flames, so I feel like it maybe could have been a little bit stronger, especially for those people who maybe have it back in 8th place. It's cool that Beenox are adding catch-up mechanics, but I think they might just need to maybe tweak it, make it a little bit more powerful, but that's just in my case. Maybe you were in a race where it actually helped you get into 1st place, or it helped you at least not come in maybe 8th or 7th. Let me know in the comments below, but it's great to see that Beenox are trying out new things. I know you've got your die-hard fans who don't want anything added in. They want it to be like the original game, but you've got the original game, you can go and play it on PS1. This is, while it's called Crash Team Racing, yes, it is a new version of the game, and Beenox adding in and implementing new changes is actually really awesome to see, so hopefully they continue with this. I'd even be up for them creating new items that they can put in the game if they'd like to as well. Now, as for the power-up adjustments, this is what Beenox says on this. Also going live, adjustments have been made to the distribution rate of all power-ups in online multiplayer racing. You may notice the Warp Orb and N Tropys Clock power-up rates have been greatly reduced. The intent of this adjustment is to create a more balanced and more enjoyable online racing environment for all players. This adjustment will remain in place for now, but the Beenox team will continue monitoring the power-up distribution rate to see if there are any further adjustments needed in the future. Now again, over the few games I've played on the weekend since this update has gone live, yes, the distribution rate has been a lot better in fact. And there hasn't been as many Warp Orbs, and I don't think I've actually seen any N Tropys Clocks be activated during races. However, with that being said, I still do think they need to make some adjustments to Warp Orbs if they haven't already, and that is speed them up. If someone's got blue flames, they're away, they're gone. The Warp Orb probably isn't going to catch up to them until they're probably a whole lap ahead of you, I think they need to maybe speed up the Warp Orb, but from what I've seen so far, the adjustments to the distribution of weapons and stuff like that is a welcome change. Now what's kind of funny about this whole thing is just last week I did a video saying, Beenox, you need to communicate more with the community, otherwise the player base is just going to feel like you've given up and probably just stop playing. You need to make changes to some things that I mentioned in that video, and a lot of you guys agreed in the comments. There were a ton of comments just saying, yeah, this stuff needs to be fixed, yes, we need more communication. 2 days later, Beenox drops down a blog post giving us a little bit more communication, letting us know how they are adjusting certain things in the game. So this is a great start. Hopefully Beenox continues with this, and this isn't the only blog post we get this month. Hopefully we get some more changes when the Spyro and Friends Grand Prix launches, and hopefully they just keep it up with adjusting the game continuously. However, moving on from there, let's talk about the Nitro-Fueled Fill Up. So if you go into the pit stop at the moment, you have a new tab. You've got featured, you've got wumpa coins, but you've now got the Nitro Fill Up. Now, if you're like me and you didn't manage to make it to the end of gold tier by the time the Grand Prix finished, well, this is going to allow you to unlock those rewards you may have otherwise not gotten. Now, of course, it's going to cost you wumpa coins, and on screen you can see here I'm just over halfway in the gold tier, and if I want to level up to the max to get the fake baby T skin, I need to spend 3,488 wumpa coins. Now I believe I've seen on Reddit, if you had maybe not even bothered with the Grand Prix at all, it will cost you 14,000 wumpa coins to unlock bronze, silver and gold. Now personally, I don't think that is that bad of a deal. I know some people are going to be saying, yeah, that's way too expensive, but of course this is something that you're probably never going to actually be spending 14,000 wumpa coins on, because you probably have leveled up at least maybe to silver tier, so it's going to cost you a little bit less. In some ways, I think this is a great thing for people who just aren't able to play as much but really wanted, say, a certain character that was there, a card, a skin. But also on the other hand, I think this does take away from maybe people who grind through this game to unlock this stuff, where someone who's just sitting on a ton of wumpa coins can be like, yeah, I don't need to grind through that, I don't need to do challenges, I'm just going to either spend my real money on wumpa coins and unlock everything, or I'm going to use the wumpa coins that I've just saved up in game to unlock everything anyway. So it's really a double-sided argument here, but I'd love to know what you guys think of this. What do you think about the Nitro Fill Up? Do you think it's a great implementation? Is it going to help you unlock some of the rewards that you may have not actually gotten up to? Or maybe you unlocked everything and you think this kind of takes away from you having grinded all those challenges and played a lot to actually get everything? Again, discuss in the comments below because I'd love to talk about it. Also, let me know what you guys think about the super engine that was available during the weekend. Did you manage to get it in game? If so, do you think it was powerful enough? Do you think it needs to be buffed slightly? Do you think it just doesn't need to be in online races? Would you like to see other power-ups be brought into online races? Maybe power-ups that were also in the battle mode, though I think the only other one was invisibility. Or maybe you think they need to introduce some items from maybe like CNK into online races. And then finally, let me know what you think about the weapon distribution rates. Have you seen any immediate change? Do you think Warp Orbs still need to be maybe quicker, or are you happy with how everything is balanced in the game at this current time? Of course, this doesn't touch on probably the main problem with the game at the moment, and that is the online servers, but hopefully we start to see some changes with that going forwards in the future. So there you have it. We're not entirely sure on when the next Grand Prix goes live. In the game at this current time, it says the pit stop will reset in 3 days. So is the Grand Prix going to launch in 3 days at the end of the week on Friday? I can't really remember how the Grand Prix for Back in Time launched compared to when Nitro Tour ended. I remember the Nitro Tour Grand Prix, when it ended, it said like the pit stop reset in 3 days, and then I think we got a couple of days in between that time, and then the next one launched. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. My gut feeling is it'll go live next Tuesday on September 3rd, along with the Switch release of Reignited Trilogy, but that's just a guess. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below as well. And just like at the beginning of the video, if you are new around here, feel free to subscribe for more gaming content and coverage. Obviously, we've got that Grand Prix coming up fairly soon, and in just about 2 or 3 weeks, we've also got Borderlands 3 coming out, which I am super excited to hop into and start covering, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So thanks very much everyone for hanging out with me, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.